What is going on, guys? It is your boy Tropical Habs back here today for a brand new video talking about the Montreal Canadiens. And I'm looking at my screen return, and boy, it looks sick. The background looks good, man. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped because a lot of good things are coming in this channel, and you don't want to miss those things. So I strongly suggest you guys to subscribe and turn on post notification if you want to be updated with everything that's going on with the Canadiens. A lot of good content is coming in this channel. And look at that. I worked hard for this, and I think that deserves a sub as well as the like button. Let's try and get 50 likes again on this video. That would be amazing. Today we're going to talk about Josh Anderson and Max Domi. The trade happened almost 2 years ago. I think it was a couple of weeks back. It was 2 years. So it's been almost 3 full seasons since the trade happened, and we're gonna look at this. We saw Max Domi play against the Montreal Canadiens tonight with the Chicago Blackhawks. Josh Anderson was there, and I think that with all the time that passes, we can kind of figure who won that trade almost 3 years after, and it's definitely not the Blue Jackets. But I don't think that the Canadiens have won the trade either, because I feel like Max Domi could have been a good player right now for the Montreal Canadiens in the rebuild. And that reason is because he's a left-handed player. He has a lot of intensity, he's fast, and he has a lot of skills. And I feel like with Martin Saint-Louis, it could have worked pretty well. I think that Max Domi getting coached by Saint-Louis could have worked well. And he probably got traded. He got traded when Julien was there. Julien was more of a defensive coach, and that's probably one of the reasons why they traded Domi for Henderson. Henderson has been pretty good for the Canadiens as well, but I feel like I could kind of see Max Domi playing in the Brady Tkachuk role on the first line with Suzuki and Caulfield. I think it would have worked pretty well because Max Domi so far this year playing with Patrick Kane has been doing pretty decent, and he has the best season in recent Canadian history. I think he has the best season in the 2010s for the Montreal Canadiens in total of points in that first year he played for the club. And I don't know if it's just me, but this season so far I'm kind of disappointed of what Josh Anderson has been doing. Josh Anderson is not playing strong, and he's been inconsistent. Some nights he's invincible, and for a guy his size with this amount of speed, it's kind of, how can you be invincible? I mean, he's not playing as intense as he was in his first year. Maybe he's not down to be in a rebuild. Maybe he's not fitting in the group anymore. I have no idea, but it's not the same thing, and I feel like it's different with Josh Anderson with the Canadiens right now. And I look at this and I'm just like, bro, Max Domi could have worked pretty well, I think, in the new system in Montreal. And I think that the Canadiens still won the trade because Max Domi is not with Columbus anymore. They didn't get a lot coming from him. He's now in Chicago. He left as a UFA, and I look at this and I'm like, all right, Montreal won the trade itself, but I think that they could have maybe tried something else for the trade. Maybe try with Jonathan Drouin. Jonathan Drouin had a pretty decent value back then. He was doing pretty all right. He had a lot of points at the start of the year. He got injured, missed the rest of the season, but I think his value was still pretty high at that moment. And I feel like maybe Jonathan Drouin could have been a better person to trade to Columbus instead of Max Domi. Keeping Domi, sending Drouin. I think that Domi would have been better in the plans right now for the Canadiens than Drouin. Maybe the Columbus Blue Jackets didn't want it to get Drouin. That's also a possibility. But I feel like Max Domi could have been a good player if he would have stayed in Montreal. It would have been ideal to have both Domi and Anderson, but I still do think that the Canadiens 1v1 won the trade, even though I would want to see Max Domi back again, because I think he would fit well in an offensive system, free system like Martin Saint-Louis has been doing so far in his time with the Montreal Canadiens. So yeah, I think pretty fair trade, won by the Canadiens. And yeah, but I would have loved to see a Domi in that system. That's my opinion. Give me yours in the comments below. It's been your boy Tropical Habs, and I'll see y'all later in another video. Bye bye. Have a nice rest of your day.